And the figure's going to stop and continue to think about this, and he'll kind of think more on the matter, and I'm just going to move you all towards the map now.
Oh,
Because
please.
I figure enough of this has gone on.
Okay.
I'm gonna need more coffee soon. This cup's almost empty.
There's Lily. And Serena's nowhere
Lily's-
close. Serena's just off.
I'm tired.
Yeah, and like if you look further up on the map, you'll see
is
that
that
there
you?
are the others, which are kind of like hiding behind the other snow mountains.
Laharl, is that you?
Shouldn't be.
It looks like Laharl.
What? I can tell you for sure it's not.
It just looks like it.
I can tell you for sure it's not. And the group is going to kind of, or the pair of them are kind of going to address you more. And the woman will speak up at this point. If you're going out that way, perhaps you could do us a favor.
Perhaps.
We heard that there have been disappearances, including from our camp, our group, essentially. There's been word that possibly they were dragged out that way. Wasn't able to track them much further than that before I had to come back. If you are headed that way, could you keep an eye out for some children?
Children.
Children.
Yeah, we'll be sure to. We'll be willing to do this free of charge. I'm not worried about it.
Oh
If
my
it's
God.
children,
You had to even... Okay. At least you said free of charge first.
if
Just
it's
like-
children, it's priority.
Yeah.
Wait,
What
why
were you
do they
saying,
have
Silver?
children out here?
You said
They're
Lily.
looking for the children.
What about Lily?
You said Lily.
Did I say Lily?
Okay.
No,
Anyways,
you
I
didn't.
had a question. Is it obvious whether or not there's a way for the apparatus to get around this area without being spotted?
You would have to go the long way around. It wouldn't be that difficult, but it could be done.
No. They don't know how many's of the apparatus. We just said it's the two of us. We could have the apparatus still. They don't need to know it's more than two people in there. They can't tell anything.
So are you going to head back to your little device then?
I would...
Do you have any details as to what may have taken the children, or what you've been tracking in this direction?
The scout, essentially, that's what I'm going to use for word for her. She's going to speak up again. I know there are hobgoblins out in that direction, and there was, best I could find when I was tracking, some sort of woman, I believe. I don't really know. I didn't get a good glimpse of her before the snow kicked up.
That sounds like things of legend, myths. Old folk tales that are brought up in the northern regions to scare children. We'll look into it.
The things that are made up to scare children are not made up here, my dear. And this is the man speaking. There are a lot of dangerous things in this region. It is everything we can do to get by.
Well, while I was growing up, my mother kept mentioning a creature called a Tarask. I've never seen one, so it probably doesn't exist.
And you can kind of see that the outcast kind of twinges away at the mention of the Tarask.
Either way, let's get going.
All right, so and they'll kind of mention like the mines are further along that way. Why are you heading back that way?
Well, just because it's the two of us doesn't mean that we don't have anything to travel in.
You kind of nod. All right, fair enough. If you wish to just travel through here, I suppose there are no issues with that. Feel free to do so.
Understood. Thank you.
And Lily is gonna be able to have heard everything. So are y'all gonna kind of sneak back to the apparatus now?
Well, no need to sneak.
while they were
Well, Lily does.
while they were
Yeah,
talking,
Lily does.
Lily is just going to look around. It looks like she's next to some tents here.
Yeah.
Is there anything that catches her eye in this area?
Looking around, you'll find that there are like some food stores, dried like hides, bedrolls, things of that nature. Like from what your glance can see of the people further up, they have weapons on them, so they probably didn't leave any around. Like they took any weapons that may have been sent around with them. Like the entire group is armed.
Do they
And
look
you
like
can kind of
do they look like ranged weapons or melee?
Probably a mix.
A mix of both.
Mhm.
Like you can see one of the figures there is a dwarf, and he has a massive battle axe, great axe, whichever the 1d12 dice one is. He has a massive axe with him. The half-orc, you can see that she has a great big maul, and then the other ones usually have a mix of crossbows and bows.
Hey, I'll be right back. I got a whimper dog starting to act up. I need to take out.
Yep.
Lily will
If
very
there's
carefully and slowly make her way back, trying not to get seen.
If something happens, just give me a heads up on Skype or something.
All right. So you're gonna head back normally. You can roll another stealth check for this. Pretty sure you already have disadvantage.
No,
Or
I
already
don't have
have advantage. I mean,
Okay.
you already have advantage because they aren't paying attention towards you. So with that, you're going to. Let's shove me. You're going to be able to get back without any real issues, taking it nice and slow. You'll eventually all get back to the apparatus, and you're gonna take it through the town, correct? You gonna stop by there, or you're just gonna keep going straight through?
Are you going to tell
Surina?
Surina first?
Lily will explain what happened, and she'll also look at Falana, who's not here, and tell her, the next time you can at least say the truth instead of making us sneak our way back. So they don't attack us. But she's not here anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, you get back to the apparatus, and you're gonna kind of take it through, and you notice that the Alana will notice this in particular because, well, Lily, like you have at least the front windshield open. I expect the sides might be closed or whatever, but like Lily, Surina, they're both like being told, so they're kind of just staying down out of sight in case anyone glances in. But as you go by, Elana will notice that the that scout, she'll kind of narrow her eyes as she watches it pass, with a knowing look.
AKA, she knows Lily was there.
Or she knows what the crab tank is,
Or that.
because it's a giant crab tank.
Or or Elana didn't put the windshield down, and now.
Well, you do at least need the windshield down to go through. So, like I said, I'm assuming everyone else is out of sight.
Yeah, so ducked basically.
Yeah, like ducked out of sight, not able to be seen. But it's like you can see that she looks at it with a knowing glance, though she doesn't. Best you can see, she doesn't go to motion to tell anyone else about things. So you're just kind of free to walk through overall. And with that, continue back onto the world map, going through things. Zoom in over. You follow things further along. It's like a number of miles still further, and you'll eventually come across more into the mountains themselves. Is going to things. You're coming down from you're still following the river more or less. Which how you got there. I'm going to have you all start off in the apparatus for this, because that'll make it easier on my part. Let's move these all to the GM layer. The river eventually kind of broke up and started to be to the point where it's now flowing water instead of completely iced over. And you're going to be down left center. I assume this worked right.
Yep, I see the apparatus.
Yep. Yeah, this is a big map, and I'm not using half of it.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, Jesus!
It's a big map, and I'm not using half of it.
My God.
So, You're following like on the little river. You're kind of off the path at this point, but the apparatus is kind of effortlessly trudging through the snow. Up in the distance, you can see that there's like a large cliff, like a little waterfall, a large cliff, and based on everything you've been told and that you understand, as well as the directions themselves, you believe that the entrance to the mines should be located on this cliff. You're just merely gonna have to get there.
On the cliff, like in front of us.
Yeah, like up on this cliff right here. You can see that's like a big, I don't want to say it's a plateau, but it's a big flat area up there. So you'd have to climb up there to get to it. It's probably a good 50 feet up.
How heavy is the apparatus?
It's about 500 pounds flat. And hold right there. As the apparatus is moving forward and everything, you feel as though the entire thing starts to shake as the ice and ground underneath starts to shift around.
Oh, you had to mention
And
the Tarrasque.
And directly in front of you, a large insect-like creature bursts out of the ground and tries to smash its face against the apparatus, biting onto it.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get out of the apparatus?
You just have to open the hatch up, and I'm going to say it's like 5 feet of movement. Oh, that crit.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck. I messed up that roll as well, so I got to roll that one up. So it crit, and it did... It rolled shit for damage, though, so be very happy. Because it could have done a lot more damage. So that did 25 damage. Yeah, so it reaches forward and it tries to like bite at the apparatus, and it's able to kind of get its jaws around part of it. And as it bites, you can almost feel a searing heat coming through the metal of the apparatus towards you, as it also kind of burns everything nearby.
Fire
bites.
bites.
Was 25 damage from that, and it did 11 fire damage as well.
Does this have any resistance to anything?
Like psychic, poison, stuff like that.
No, the apparatus.
Yeah, I know. Psychic, poison, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fire, it still does normal damage. It just has a high AC, but this thing crit.
Okay.
So roll
it was
now.
one of those. I was curious if it had.
Can't roll initiative,
How do we roll
tokens.
initiative?
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
our
you
tokens.
need the tokens. So yeah, I apologize about that. That is my own freaking fault.
Oh, hey, I actually was able to by clicking the apparatus.
Whoop.
Oh,
I
hey.
did that.
But
Do you
that.
have your number on it with that initiative? Because I don't think you have any mod. No.
Yeah, that's with
So you
no
have-
mod.
Yeah, because that's
I
on the
j-
upright.
I was just testing to see if that would work.
Nice.
Falana's not here, so I'll roll for her.
Okay. All right. So descending order now. I'm going to give it to you guys as a free action if you want to pull the lever to open the hatch up.
Okay.
Okay.
So you'll be able to climb out freely at this point, so it's Lily's turn. 5 feet of movement to get out.
Lily would like to rage. And
All right. I'm going to move everyone off to the side for now.
does she come out of the tail?
She's going to come out of the back end, yes.
Alright, so 1, 2. Well, this is fun. I think she can get here. I think.
Ooh, I never set that properly then.
No, not quite.
Well, it's double. You just count it as double. So
Yeah. So she's gonna get up there, and she is raging, and she is going to reckless attack, and she is going to great sword its
There we
face.
Okay, so she was going to reckless attack and great sword its face. Okay, so that first one will hit
Nice reckless
pretty
attack there.
damn effortlessly, and it will take 13 magical slashing damage from it. However, as the fire licks... Oh, so it's going to take another 2 because rage. And as the fire kind of licks across it, you feel as though it is having absolutely no effect on it.
Okay.
The second attack will also miss. However, as the first one goes across and you kind of cut open part of its skin, you feel an intense heat radiate from its body and wash over you. You take 6 damage. 6
Oh,
fire
jeez.
damage.
Automatic damage taken.
Yep, 6 fire damage.
So we need someone with resistance to fire.
And that'll be it for Lily's turn.
Maybe I'm going to action surge,
Okay.
and
Wait,
I'm going to
what's our? Sorry.
do another 2
No,
attacks.
you go.
Nice.
Again, I'm going to use on the first one. I'm going to use a dice. So the second one also has advantage because reckless. All right. So I'm going to use trip attack on that first one, which is a crit.
Mm-hmm. So the first one, and as that first strike comes through, you just kind of go through, you nail it in the side, kind of heaving through some of its legs, and this creature will fall prone. So it will fall prone with that first hit as you kind of knock some of its legs off, falls prone. And beyond that, it is going to take, so 13 plus 11 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4. As well, when you crit and you feel like your bracers surge forward with a burst of cold, and that washes over the creature, it looks as though it had just as little effect as the fire did.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take 35 damage from the crit, and then the other hit, which will indeed hit because of the advantage. It will indeed hit. It'll take another 10 damage. And already this creature seems rather bloodied and beaten. Falana is up. Is Falana back?
Oh, hold
Yes.
on. Do I take more damage?
Yeah, you are going to take more damage because you hit it. Let me double check, read it to make sure that it's not a once a turn thing.
I'm trying to find
I
us.
don't want to.
Bottom middle.
You gotta have to climb out the back first. So you're gonna be starting like right here.
Bottom middle. I'm looking at bottom middle. I'm not seeing us.
You find
There
the
we are.
water. Yeah, just zoom out. It's not that hard. All right. This thing it says. Yeah, so you hit twice more, so you're gonna take. I'm just gonna do 46. So you're gonna take 12 more damage.
Cool.
Look at all the 2s.
All right.
Good God.
Does this count as bludgeoning or is this fire?
This is fire,
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah.
so that is not resisted in the least.
All
So
right.
one of us has fire. One of us has a fire resistance item, I think.
I have one, but it's a bonus action to use it.
Mm.
All right. So yeah, next up is Falana's turn. She can crawl as she wishes. I'm gonna move everyone else onto the apparatus.
Yeah. Would this count as flank right here?
That would count as flanking there, yes.
It's also prone, so you get
Yeah,
advantage.
it is
Well,
prone.
in case it gets up,
Uh-huh.
it's alright flank. Alright. So,
You might not have heard this because you were away, but if you hit it in melee range, you're going to take damage.
Like now that you're looking at it, especially closer, you can see that the air around it is also simmering.
yeah,
And Lily already knows
two,
how hot this thing is. So it just kind of burns everything.
5,
And Lily has also discovered that it is immune to fire and ice.
6. Immune to fire and ice, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have anything in my spell work before that's not fire and ice? Firebolt, no.
Because it's hot and it's cold. It's yes and it's no.
Frost whip, no, that's bad.
These are just the
No.
babies. That's the fun part. These are just the babies.
I have Witch Bolt. I could use that.
It's amazing how many things are immune or resist both fire and ice. Like, from Final Fantasy, I'm used to it being weak to one and immune to the other. But nope.
There's a lot of creatures in Final
Well, I
Fantasy that
understand
are
why this
immune.
one is resistant to both, because its body is superheated, but it lives in the Arctic.
The heat protects it from the cold, basically.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to this.
Okay.
Yeah, for souls. Jack all
Disadvantage.
damage.
At disadvantage, but that will indeed hit. And it will take 3 lightning damage. Oop, come on. Come on, you piece of crap. -3. There we go. And like as the witch bolt comes out, this bolt of electricity from your hand impacts its side and kind of cuts a bit of its body open, and a surge of heat bursts out in that same direction, but you're nowhere near close enough to be affected by it.
Alright, and I think I'll hold concentration on it for a while.
Alright, so just mark yourself as holding concentration.
Do we have a thing for that yet?
Just pick
I
one.
use the eyeball. I usually use this.
It's not an eyeball, that's a target, but sure.
Yeah, I usually use the target. It looked like an unknown or something. Yeah, when I look at that, I see an unknown.
I see a target on a stand.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. It's Alana's turn now. We could probably better off use that one. The actual eyeball.
1 second, I gotta remember what it
I take this one.
buttons were.
Fair enough. Let's go to the eyeball then.
I'm going to attack it with the apparatus's claws.
Alright, you can pull 2 levers a turn, so you're going to pull the attack claw twice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's make let's see if I was smart like a year ago. I was, yes!
Has it been a
Alright,
year
I should
already?
make that visible to everybody, because the apparatus is public for all. So the first one did indeed hit, and it will do next to minimum damage, sadly. The other one, since it has advantage, will hit, doing equally impressive damage. So that'll be 8 damage overall. And more heat kind of washes over the apparatus. And it takes 15 fire damage.
Wow.
It's 2d6 every hit.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right then, Surina.
Are you muted, Earth?
No, he's not.
I am. I was.
You're muted. You're muted in your own world. Okay.
Yeah, the headset mute doesn't show up on Discord, and
Yeah.
I'm also really sad because guess what? I didn't prepare. Call
What?
lightning.
No, you're a Tempest cleric. You always have it prepared.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do I?
Always.
Yeah.
You're Tempest cleric, always prepared.
Oh my God!
I
Yes.
set up an outside encounter for this explicit purpose.
Thank God. All right.
Use your channel divinity. Kill it. Kill it good.
I need to double check the description really quickly just to make sure I don't kill anything. Like, well, I want to kill it, but I don't want to kill Lily.
Or the
It's
apparatus.
only within 5 feet of that point, so because it's a large creature,
I
if you hit it
I
like
can hit
right,
it here.
yeah,
Yeah, I can hit
or
it
just use it like right there, and you'll just
Yeah,
hit it.
right there, and then it'll be fine. So let's do Call Lightning.
Woo!
Zap.
All right.
3d10. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And I suppose you're gonna keep up concentration and everything else.
Yeah.
Are you
Alright,
gonna max damage or leave it?
No, that's a decent enough damage roll that I don't think I should.
That's actually kind of fair.
It's also kind of meta.
It's also kind of meta, yeah.
Yeah.
Prone has not disadvantage on these saves. Interesting.
No, I don't think so.
It's just,
Ugh.
yeah, it's also kind of
That
it's
was a
also
sneeze.
kind of meta. If I'm going to
That
use
was-
Channel Divinity, I'll call it before I actually.
All right,
do
so
the damage.
it fails its save as a. So Surina kind of steps out and she kind of raises her hand up with her holy symbol in the hand, and above you can see storm clouds kind of roll all together and a crack of thunder directly above you. A flash of lightning seen through the light snowfall, and then a large bolt comes bursting down through the skies right next to the creature, and on the ground it just can't kind of twist itself around to avoid it in time as it strikes directly through it, and it takes 20 lightning damage.
Yep.
It's still alive though, but not in the best of shape. It's pretty beaten up.
Basically, if I'd done something besides use the apparatus, it probably would have been dead.
Potentially, yes. And now it's its turn. It is going to stand right back up.
Uh-huh.
It is going to... Come on, piece of crap.
It's going to attack Lily.
Yep. It stands right back up, and it is going to turn and try to attack Lily. It's
No
almost
advantage.
assuredly going to fail. It hits!
With no advantage?
With no advantage.
Cool.
With disadvantage, actually. It hits with disadvantage.
It should have it canceled out, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because you reckless attacked.
Yep.
So it would hit with disadvantage, though. So Lily, as this creature kind of stands up, it looks at you. Your reckless attacking beforehand kind of biting you in the butt as this creature reaches forward to bite you in the arm. And its maw comes down and just clamps down on your arm. And you can feel the pressure from doing this in a surge of heat, which thankfully isn't that bad. You take 20 piercing damage and 3 fire damage.
So halved the piercing.
Yep,
Yep.
so 13 damage overall.
You wuss.
And you also 8. And you also teleport 1, 2, 3, 10 feet this direction.
Okay.
And at the same time, you hear kind of like the earthquake somewhere below you, closer to Surina actually than anything else, as another one bursts out of the ground and attacks her.
God damn it.
Her AC is 22, so that'll actually miss.
I have a counter, don't I?
You have to take damage for that particular counter.
Don't I? Okay, I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure you're right. We'll go with
I
you're
just
right.
used it yesterday. Wrath of the Storm, you need to take damage to use.
Okay.
Does this thing
Alright.
have a reach to it?
I didn't list a reach. Doesn't have a reach to it.
Okay.
Lily's turn.
Okay.
So your little, what you call it? Your cloak reactivates at this point,
Mhm.
making it difficult for you to see.
I probably ought to stick a dot on there. All right.
Yeah, I
so,
should have had you attack Falana.
Too late now.
Is that Falana's actual AC? Is it actually 15?
Shouldn't be. Should be more.
You must not have something set up right. So
I'm
Lily's
going
turn,
to activate the bracelet of fire resistance.
yeah. Okay.
Gonna come over here. Gonna attack the thing.
Okay.
Attack it once to see whether it's dead or not.
All right. You attack once, and that will hit pretty effortlessly. You deal 14 damage, and the creature just kind of stumbles around. It looks as though it's what you can see of its like its bug-like eyes are kind of just like it actually seems chipped, as disgusting as that is. But the creature is still kind of moving around. It's still upright. It's still alive, though not very well.
My AC's fixed.
Can you die, please? Die, please.
And the second hit will kill it.
All right. And then she's just going
The second
to.
hit will kill it as she brings the greatsword over one more time. Just kind of cuts right through it, and the beast falls over dead.
She's gonna come up here, and can't really do anything else. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that was bonus action. Yep, I'm all done.
Falana?
Alright, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm gonna 2 steps back and draw the longbow.
Oh
You
my.
still have Witch Bolt up. Do you want to?
No, it would have canceled the moment this one died. It's concentration to keep damage up on whatever I hit.
Yeah, it's not Hex. It's different.
So,
You can't transfer it.
boop. Oh, I
Fire
forgot I
with a
had an
longbow.
arrow.
And the arrow
missed.
will kind of go wide, going like right past the creature's like cobra-like thing on its neck. Let's go with thing. And the arrow just goes completely wide, missing it outright. Alana, it's your turn.
Wow. rolled
Am I able to
4.
see this out of the back of the apparatus?
Yes, you are.
Alrighty then. 1 second. I'm going to do that with the wand.
You might want to hop out first before you do that, though.
You will
Because
kill
otherwise,
Yeah, Surina.
Surina is in the way.
Alright.
You also
I'll
might
go
want to
out, like,
the
right
AoE
here.
on that so you remember it.
It's a 5-foot line.
Yeah.
That goes
It's-
30 feet out, yeah. But you still might want to mark it just to be sure. Alright,
Alright.
so that lightning bolt will go through, and the creature rolls a horrible dex save as the lightning just kind of courses through its body. You can kind of see sparks and arcs of electricity going through its various prongs and fins and other various things as it kind of twitches in pain. That kind of hurt it pretty badly.
Let me mark off the wand charge.
Surina's turn.
I still have the call lightning.
Yes, you do.
Action to do it, but it's worth it.
Yep. Doop. And let's hit it right there.
All right, and another call lightning comes up. Dex save, which it also fails amazingly, as more lightning comes scorching down and just strikes the creature right through the tail end of its body. And it just kind of convulses more from all this electricity. And it kind of reacts very initially to the first person who attacked it with lightning. And it kind of shimmies over to the left, right,
Shimmy.
side. Let's go with side.
Side.
Shimmy, shimmy. And it opens its mouth as it tries to bite at Elana. And her AC is...
16.
What's her AC currently? It's currently
It's
16.
currently 16.
Alright, so I gotta put actual AC and not AC no armor. And it will just barely miss.
Actually,
Alright.
wait. No, Alana's wearing fire resistance. That's what I'm thinking about. She's wearing the armor of fire resistance.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
it's stud leather with fire resistance, which means it's the 2 from studded and then the 4 from dex.
Yeah, so, and then the fire resistance. That's where we
Yeah.
think the fire resistance was. Okay, it's Lily's turn,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, I was just wondering why I kept on thinking we had somebody with it, and we did, but it's Elana, and we don't want her to stab this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep attacking with the sword, even though it's not very
No.
useful.
I don't. You should save your health, since that way we don't have to use as much healing on you.
Yeah, so if I do anything else, it's going to attack me anyways, so this is probably cheaper.
But
So-
we have three
We
mages
have-
who can attack it. We have 3 mages who have, like,
But
Surina
if
still has a
he can't do anything.
Okay.
He either does nothing, he takes an attack of opportunity, or he takes the fire hits.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's only 2d6. I've got plenty of health, and I can also heal myself, so it's not that bad.
Okay.
So I'm going to Reckless,
Okay.
and for that first one, I'm going to use a trip attack.
Okay. Trip attack. It is not tripped. Good job, sir. But the first one is going to deal a grand total of 17 damage. The second one will hit because of Reckless, and it will do another 10, so 27 damage.
And second
Plus
wind.
7, so 34 damage. So 34 damage. And this creature, it's kind of not doing too well. You can see it probably take another good hit or two to put it down. Falana. That'll be up after Lily's second wind. You have also take fire damage because you hit it twice, so 46. Ooh.
Yeah.
That was almost max.
Yeah.
That fire resist is only 1 turn, right?
I believe so, yes. So you lost it at the start of your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack the longbow again, if only because it's a safe shot at this point. But use the little spell slots too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna action surge this.
How did you roll... You
A
don't have your
nat-
second one set up right. You can't.
Yeah, because
How
you
did
rolled a
that work?
1 and higher than a 5.
Yeah.
What did you
Uh,
do?
I did
Regardless, It
nothing.
missed. You were going to action surge, so roll it again.
You have a space. That's what you did.
Oh, CS.
There's a
It
space.
did.
Yeah, regardless, roll it again with your action surge if you wanted to do that.
I don't know why that space is there. Because that's in the macro itself.
Okay. Just fix it and roll.
I can't. That's in the base sheet.
It's not.
That'll
you have
hit with
space
the
after
second
1d20.
roll, and it'll take 4 damage. Let me look at Falana's sheet, and I'll see what I can do about it. Alana, that'll be
I
your
don't-
turn, I do believe, because I don't think Falana has anything left.
No.
I'm able to
Oh,
use
that's
the
it.
wand. I'm able to use the wand in melee range, right?
Yes.
So I'll just do that.